The following is a fan-based discussion. All properties discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Hasbro, and Subaru Productions. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Tokucast Reviews, episode number 191. Marcus and Jacob here to discuss the first season of Dogengers.
Yes! People have been asking for us to do this for a couple years, and I'm happy we waited until all 5 seasons were out. Because they're only 12 episodes each, so they're really easy for us to do.
Who knows if we'll get a 6th?
It's been teased.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, Dogengers. I'm going to talk about the opening.
Let's talk about this opening, which is basically a parody of every Toku opening ever made.
You know what it really enough sounds like to me? Just in terms of like how it's made? The Forze one. I got that a little bit, except better.
You liked this one?
Yeah, I honestly did.
Oh, this one was just noise.
I liked
it. It was just noise. It's just a lot of oh yeahs, a lot of come-ons, a lot of yelling Dogenger, and a lot of generic platitudes.
Which made it that much funnier to me. And so I liked it.
Here's the thing. I think all that works for this show. I think this opening is complete freaking nonsense, but I think it works for the show.
This show is half complete freaking nonsense.
That's what this show is in its entirety. Dogengers. I got a lot of the Tick vibes from this one.
I can see that.
Specifically like the Patrick Warburton version. It's just silly.
But it's silly in like the best way possible.
It's silly in a good way, but it's still very silly.
I mean, the whole thing is it's local heroes in Fukuoka and the surrounding
local
places.
Heroes who are like, some of whom are like named after the town they're in. Like people patrol different districts of the town. And then we have another guy, because like the first episode,
Ogaman.
Yeah, Ogaman and the rest of the heroes are defeated by, God, what is their name? It's just like dark.
It's pretty much just like the Secret Society of Evil.
It's like Secret Society of Evil, just like the most silliest thing you can imagine.
And it's great because
it works. It totally works.
Love Yabai Kamen.
Yabai Kamen, who is our main villain.
He's so good.
Oh,
he's just happy to be there.
He's happy to be there. He's happy to cause evil, and I actually really like the eyes on the suit.
The eyes do it.
The eyes was a great artistic decision. It could with the lights that like change depending on his mood.
Honestly, he's probably the best designed suit in this show. To me, anyway.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, something about him just really works. The fact that the eyes are digital, so they could just do so much emotion on them.
Mm-hmm. X's, angry eyes, all that sort of stuff.
Confusion.
Yes. Of which there is much.
Because half of the time, Yabai Kamen doesn't know what's happening.
No, he does not. Nobody does. So yeah, we have our Secret Society of Darkness and Evil, or whatever the hell they're called.
The local heroes are out there filming a TV show.
Yes, the local heroes are defeated. And then random Jamoke just is like there when it happens.
Jiro
Tanaka, who is... They make jokes about his name being super bland. It's, the Japanese equivalent of like John Smith. But yeah, he's there. He sees it happen. The heroes are defeated.
He comes out like, no!
And then he comes out, Ogaman, who is like the most revered of the heroes.
And broken. He's really strong.
Take your medicine and sleep is his catchphrase.
I love him. Also love how at the end of every episode is just him doing the voiceover for the people to take their medicine.
I think it's Tanaka doing the voiceover, but he's there. But yeah, it's like, everyone, be sure to get your medical examiner book and be sure to get your health checked out. Like, that's the end of every episode. Because Ogaman is like a pharmaceutical themed
CEO.
He's like the CEO of a pharmacy, and he's a pharmaceutical themed superhero. And he just kind of disappears from the show for no reason.
He basically is just like, I have things to go do.
He's like, I have things to go do. You, Tanaka, I give you this transformation device.
And then for some reason, when he comes back, he's underground.
He was just under the ground for no reason in the last episode when he pops back up.
I love it. But Tanaka himself had to deal with everybody else. Especially...
And they're bullcrap.
Tokuman. Let's talk about...
Is he the worst?
He is simultaneously the worst and the best.
That's what I mean. Like, is he, like, the best worst person we... Like, worse than, say, After 5 Pink? Is he worse than that?
I think he's on par.
You think he's on par?
Yeah,
okay.
and the only reason I'm saying on par is because at least he does something near the end, and Pink does as well. But half of the time, he ends up just leaving and he's fighting to his brother.
Yeah, because
metal.
He does not fight. He just posts stuff on Instagram.
Because his body is stiff.
His body is stiff. And instead of, I don't know, going to a physical therapist and getting it checked out or doing some stretches, he's just like, no, you take care of this. I'll be over here. You got... The first time we see him, I think it's Fukuo Caliber is fighting the guy, and then it's like, a little help, please? You got this. Yeah!
Terrible!
He's the worst!
I love him so much. He's just
the
awful.
Worst.
He's just awful.
And,
comedy.
Ogaman gets Tanaka, whose superhero name is Rookie. Kitakuman names him Rookie. Because he sucks.
Then we have Redron, Aoiron, and Dadairon as Yamashiron.
They are the Super Sentai parody, and they work. They're like businessmen. They work for a company,
natural gas company.
Yeah, natural gas company, and they can like fuse into one person,
which they do.
A la Pata Ranger.
It's them. It's that Yamashiron pretty much the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
I love him.
Yes.
He's so cute. And he just wants to do good. Redron is the best character in the show.
Red is like the good boy. He's just like I'm such a good boy and I want to do good things and I'm very meek.
And you know what?
Yeah.
Facts, because he is a good boy. I love him. Redron can do no wrong. And Yamashiron, because it's just, like I said, Power Ranger, so it's red as the main body. Mm-hmm. The fact that he couldn't hear them after the Golden Seal thing, and the reason he could not hear them, because blue and yellow are like in the arms.
They're there, just like the Power Rangers.
The reason he could not hear them is because he accidentally put them on mute.
He put them on mute so he couldn't hear them, and he was having a lot of anxiety because he couldn't hear his best friends, and coworkers. And then he accidentally unmutes them, and they're like, "We can hear you." Wait, what? And he holds the arms up, and little holograms come out of blue and yellow. And he gets. The voice actor does such a good job with because like Red is the one talking most of the time, and he's so soft spoken, and he's just like, "I want to help out and." Make sure not to yell at anybody. Here's my business card.
He's so happy to be there.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? Kamejim.
Oh, yeah.
The same soft voice, the same good boy. Being a good boy. And then we have Fukuo Caliber.
Kamejim? You mean the centipede?
No, I'm talking about the mayfly.
That's not Kamejim. Kamejim was the bad guy.
Okay.
He was the one who got dragged to hell.
I remember that. Okay, who was the...
His name started with an F. I can't remember it at this time. Speaking of F,
okay.
Fukuo Caliber.
Okay.
He is just polite, and he wants to do good for the people.
He is like stock shonen, like heroic man.
Well, a little bit more Boy Scoutish.
Boy Scout, like an earnest, good man who's like, I will do the right thing.
And he's also very skilled as a sword fighter.
Yes.
But he also has some insecurities about his
appearance.
About his old suit, because it was very low budget. And then he got a new one that looks a lot better.
Yes.
But I love how he got over that.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. His arc is honestly sort of good.
Mm-hmm.
And I love him helping out the former bad guy whose mask he took off.
Yeah. The former bad guy with the really pointy head, who kept banging on Yamaikaman's toes when he tried to do Dogenzan. Good stuff. I love how that scene is shot in, like, overcast, rainy weather.
It's so good.
That scene, it was like, the show is so low budget, it's like, we don't have the time to shoot when we can.
Favorite thing, before we talk about Elbrace, speaking of things being low budget.
Yes.
The funniest thing about this is when Rookie and Kiryu Metal are fighting against the butler. And they're like out there posing and everything. But the funniest thing of what's going on behind them, where people were just going about their day.
Nobody cares.
It was, for some reason,
the city of Townsville.
It took me out of it and then brought me back so fast. I just couldn't believe it. It was so funny.
Yeah.
These people do not care. And I think that's that much funnier to me.
The level of damage a character can take just fluctuates wildly from scene to scene. There is like no care at all. It's like the action scenes are like it's like they're poorly shot on purpose,
but still with good cameras.
But it's like they're shot with like the quality is like the video quality is not bad, but it's like the way they're edited is like super choppy
and super cheap.
And it's super choppy. It looks really cheap, but at the same time, you can always tell what's kind of going on.
But it also
like I can tell who's fighting who, but it still looks kind of like garbage.
There's so much charm.
Yeah,
and that's what makes it. It's so good.
It's like when you're trying to be schlocky like this, when you're trying to look like cheap and silly and goofy and have these really bad edits, but still putting enough effort into the choreography that we can tell what's happening. It's like, this really must have taken a lot of effort to know like when and how to cut it.
Yeah, and
I wonder how much they storyboarded this thing.
I have no idea.
If they did it all.
I mean, sometimes it just all ends up taking place inside of a house because they all end up moving in with Tanaka.
Yeah, because Ogaman is like calls up his like subordinates and is like, get Tanaka-san here, the best house with great maintenance. I want him to be a new hero, and he does.
And then everybody moves in with him.
And everyone just moves in with him apropos of nothing.
Like El Brave, who we haven't spoken about yet.
My dreams for a wrestling Super Sentai remain alive. He's insecure about his height.
Yeah, he's very short. And he's really strong, and it's comedy. The whole thing with him, he's just so earnest. Yeah. And he wants to do so many things, but he's so short.
Yeah, he works for, it's a construction company.
Yeah.
And
everybody on that team is super strong. Like, the mains would just come in, and people would just be like, no.
And the guys who work there are just like, let's grab wrenches and hammers and just start beating up the minions. The speech that his boss gives to him while he is suspended in air by like a crane. It's like, the view from up here is rather nice, as he says while he is like winched upwards.
Slightly spinning.
He's I don't know that he's slightly spinning, but
no, he was spinning.
Also his shirt is getting pulled up and like his undershirt is exposed, and he just looks like it's just not a good situation to be in, but he's delivering it well.
Everybody is chill. For pretty much throughout the entire thing.
Oh gosh, when the rabbit shows up and asks the worker, because before that it's like, oh man, business is really in the tank because of super evil darkness empire, and then it's like, Rabbit shows up and it's like, hey, have you guys ever heard of Super Evil Darkness Empire? And then they just start beating him up.
It's
ruining our business.
It's a hard cut, which makes it that much funnier.
Yes.
I love when they do things like that.
Yes.
But El Brave is just like, I want to be good, and I can appreciate that.
I want to be the strongest.
Sort of the only other one that we really had to talk about is Idol. I mean, we have Yuki as well, who's like sort of the love interest.
Yuki, because the reason that Tanaka's like ultimate goal is to confess to his childhood friend who moved away when he was a little boy.
Yeah,
we see flashbacks of them playing together as children
with these dolls. And everything.
With like he's got like a hero action figure, she's got like a monster and a little girl doll, and
Idol,
and we later find out. Somehow, those two dolls became sentient, fused into a being that became Idol, and who is like insanely strong. She beats up everybody easily, but yeah, she realizes, oh yes, you were that boy that played with Yuki, and those were the happiest days of my life. Tell her how you feel, and
then she becomes a power-up for him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This show is wacky. This show is wild. This show is weird, and I love it.
I didn't love it, but I would recommend it.
It's so...
I would definitely recommend it.
It's just because of the fact... I think I loved it because it was so different, and it was just so chill in comparison to something like Sentai Rider or Ultra. It's just like, yeah, this is happening. and people just go about their day. But yeah. Dogengers, man.
We didn't mention that, like, the bad guys have taken over the whole town, apparently.
But they're not doing anything.
But you don't ever see anything to that effect.
They do get interviewed by the news once, which is hilarious.
As you said, people are just going about their day. The construction, things are a little shaky for them, but everyone else is just like, freaking Tuesdays, man. I don't know what to tell you.
But yeah.
Dogengers gets a recommendation from me.
Great show.
Especially if you're in the mood to watch something funny and silly.
Yeah. Don't forget to enjoy all the things. We'll see you next time. Next time, we're actually doing the Ultraman Cosmos movies.
Yes.
We're going to go record right now.
That we are.
Because we already watched both.
Yes. All three of them.
Yes. Yeah. Don't forget to join us all the things. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Thank you for watching.